everybody, my name is Buster Smith off of Sports Talk. We're going to be talking a lot about the Tennessee Vols today, but I'm going to go ahead and give you some NFL news. If you liked my Sports Talk, I put this on that page, but some of you was watching this when it happened. Just a scary sight at halftime on Sunday Night Football this Sunday on NBC. Houston Texans head coach Gary Kubiak, he grabbed his chest and he fell on his knees at the 24-yard line. Medical staff was surrounded by him immediately as soon as he went down. I was one of these people that thought he was having a heart attack, but it turns out he was having a blood clot that they fixed it, and he should be back next week or in a couple of weeks. So just big news out of that. I'm glad he's all right because it looked pretty serious on the field. Green Bay Packers quarterback, however, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks due to a fractured left collarbone. And now Tanner was going to be talking about this, but there are rumors that Rick Winateri is going to be the new Chicago Cubs manager. Tanner was going to talk about that, but he ain't with us tonight. So next week, when he's here or somebody else is here with me, I'll have that to discuss. I'll talk about that way more, and we'll see if it's going to come true or not. Let's talk about Tennessee. Very disappointing, to say the least. I don't think Tennessee gave it their all, and I think we ended up paying a price for that. And when I say we didn't give it their all, I ain't talking about all of the players. I'm talking about the wide receivers for the big part of it, because they didn't catch a lot of balls at all. I think there's only like 27 out of 42 that was completed at one point of the game. And none of the balls could have been missed. I mean, let me put it to you this way. I've always heard, and I do believe, that when you throw a ball, you throw it at the chest where they can grab it real easily. Okay, that happens a lot. That's what happened in Tennessee. But the receiver would catch it and just drop it. It was like boom, boom kind of deal, you know. Here comes the ball, boom, boom. You know, and that was the way it was. And that's partly why we threw 2 interceptions too, because nobody could hold on to the dang ball. And nobody knew where they were supposed to be when the quarterback told them they were supposed to be there. And I think that's why we got two interceptions. And the reason I'm taking it easy on Josh is because he'd never played before. And when he entered his first game, it was an away game in Missouri. So, you know, that's a hard atmosphere to be debuting in. And I think he did a good job. I know Justin Worley is going to be out indefinitely due to a hand injury. So is Nathan Peterman. He was our main backup quarterback. But now we're stuck with Josh Dobbs. He's the only one that isn't hurt. So we've got some stats over here, and I'll get my iPad here in a second, and I'll show y'all. But I want to know y'all's thoughts on this game. Are you like me, and do you think it was ridiculous? I just think it was ridiculous how our defense couldn't, our team, Missouri, I said going in, they won the ball a lot, and they did. I know their rushing yards was 339 yards, and that they wasn't even trying. So our defense just let them run on by. Now, though passing, we stopped them a couple of times on passing, but not many. Our defense, which is what I've said in the past videos, if you want to scroll down on YouTube here, you'll see that I've always said the defense needs to step up, and they didn't. In the quarterback position, apparently the teams have noticed that Justin Worley is a good quarterback, and so they did everything they did to try to hurt him, and they succeeded in it. He's out indefinitely for the whole year. So is Nathan Peterman. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my iPad. So I just ain't sitting there the whole time, and you all can see some stats here. Alright. We have lost 19 straight games on the road. Pitiful. usually when we're on the road, I don't know what it is, but it's like we get terrified when we're on the road. We just don't play to our expectations, I guess you could say. Our passing yards for Josh Dobbs right here was 240 yards. Let me get that to where you all can see that. Passing yards was 240. Sorry about my sloppy handwriting. And his rushing yards was 45 yards. So, for some of you that don't know sports that well, rushing yards means Josh Dobbs ran for a total of 45 yards. He ran the ball himself, the quarterback, and he only got 45 yards out of the whole game. And then, as you've seen under that, he's got 2 interceptions to his credit too, and that was his first game he'd ever played in. So, the final score of the whole game was 31-3. I don't know. We can't do that kind of stuff against Auburn. I know that for sure. They're 8-1 as it stands right now. We can't do that against them. That's just game suicide, if you ask me, to do that kind of stuff against Auburn. You will lose. Auburn's a good team, and they've proved that this year. They're 8-1 for a reason. Not many teams can beat Auburn right now, and only one team has been able to do that. So, I think we're going to lose to Auburn. I think the final score will be 37-10. That's my final score. Auburn comes out with a win, 37-10. Unless, now when I say unless, I think Tennessee might have a chance. For 3 reasons. 1, we're playing in Neyland Stadium, so it's a home game. We don't have to worry about it being away. That's a good point. 2, we all actually doing pretty good when it comes to the quarterback. Josh Dobbs, he wasn't half bad, but he needs to change the rushing yards and the interceptions. You can't do any of those against Auburn. The final thing, defense. If they step up and they defend that ball well, we will beat Auburn, because Auburn's all about that pass offense. And if we can stop the pass, we can stop the run. And if we can stop both of those combined, we can beat Auburn. But if our defense lets us down like they did on last Saturday, we will not be able to win. So it comes down to the defense at the end of the day. Like I said in the past video, the quarterback, the team lays on his shoulders, but you've got to have a good defense to defend the ball whenever that other team's got a hold of it. And Auburn's good at just running over anybody that tries to get in their way. That's why they're 8-1. So once again, my final score, 37-10. I want to know you all's opinion on this game. I want to know your thoughts. What score do you think it's going to be? Just leave a comment under my sports talk here or on YouTube. Just what is your thoughts? Do you think we're going to lose? Do you think we're going to win? And what score do you think is going to be the final score? Hopefully next week I can come back on this video and see our defense stepped up, our offense, Josh Dobbs stepped up, and Butch Jones is one of the best coaches we've had in the past 4 years. So hopefully we can come back on there and say that, but right now as it stands, I don't see us having a chance unless our defense steps up. So my name's Buster Smith off of Sports Talk. I really appreciate y'all for liking my page. I got some links right here that I'll go ahead and show y'all if y'all can read it off the paper. I didn't have enough room today to do it on the board. So let me go ahead and find it right here. Go through all of these stats I got wrote down. And here you go. Oh, kneel down. Alright, Facebook.com/SportSB. That is SPORTSB. Just never mind that sports right here. Right here, our Twitter. That's this right here should be under the T, so it's an underslash. Sports Talk in capital letters _1. My YouTube name is Bristol Smith, Bristol Smith Sports Talk. You just type that into the YouTube, and that should be the first video that pops up. I really appreciate all of the compliments that I've been getting. I enjoy all of the likes, and I appreciate all of y'all for watching my videos. So, God bless all of y'all and y'all's families.